Every rider thinks it'll never happen to them, until it does. One wrong habit, one careless second. That's all it takes for a beautiful ride to turn into a nightmare. These aren't random mistakes. They're the 10 silent killers that hide behind the thrill. Let's talk about them before they talk back. 1. Riding like you're invisible to everyone else. Most riders believe that if they see a car, the car must see them too. That's the biggest lie in motorcycling. Drivers don't look for motorcycles, they look for cars. Your bike disappears in blind spots, side mirrors, and sun glare. The habit of assuming visibility kills thousands every year. You might have the right of way, the perfect lane position, and full gear, but if a driver doesn't notice you, none of that matters. Defensive riders live longer because they ride like they're invisible. That means staying out of blind spots, flashing high beams at intersections, and positioning yourself where drivers can't ignore you. Even tapping your brake lever to flash your rear light can catch someone's eye. Every time you approach a junction, imagine the driver doesn't see you, and plan your escape before you need it. Anticipation is survival. When you assume no one sees you, you start making smarter, life-saving decisions. Because in the end, your biggest threat isn't the road, it's the people who don't know you're on it. 2. Overconfidence after a few thousand miles. Riding confidence feels great, until it blinds you. The most dangerous riders aren't beginners. They're the ones who've survived long enough to think they're untouchable. After a few thousand miles, your brain starts tricking you. You stop double-checking your mirrors. You enter corners faster. You trust your reflexes too much. But here's the truth. Roads change. Weather changes. And overconfidence doesn't protect you from physics. Overconfidence leads to late braking, misjudged overtakes, and fatal lean angles. The line between "I've got this" and "I lost it" is razor thin. Even pros crash when they forget that every road is a new situation. Smart riders reset their humility every time they start the engine. They do pre-ride checks, refamiliarize with road conditions, and warm up slowly before pushing limits. Confidence should come from awareness, not ego. The moment you think, "I could ride this road with my eyes closed," that's the moment it'll remind you who's really in control. 3. Ignoring the weather forecast. You'd be amazed how many accidents start with 4 words. It's just a drizzle. Rain, fog, or a sudden temperature drop can transform your bike into a death trap. Wet asphalt reduces traction by half. Painted lanes, metal grates, and oil patches become ice. Even light rain after a dry spell lifts oil to the surface, turning roads into slick glass. The habit of ignoring weather doesn't just risk your grip, it clouds your judgment. Cold hands react slower, fogged visors blind you, wind gusts push you into the wrong lane, and by the time you realize how bad it is, it's too late to turn back. Experienced riders prepare before the storm. They check forecasts, pack rain gear, lower tire pressure slightly for better traction, and avoid braking mid-corner. Respect the weather. It doesn't care how skilled you are, how new your bike is, or how far you've ridden. Mother Nature doesn't warn twice. A smart rider knows you can fight traffic, but you can't fight the sky. 4. Riding too close to cars. Tailgating is tempting. Maybe you're late, maybe the car ahead is slow, but closing that gap is the quickest way to end your ride permanently. Motorcycles need distance, more than cars. You don't have seatbelts, airbags, or crumple zones. If that driver slams the brakes or swerves, you're a projectile. The deadly habit is forgetting how fragile you are compared to everyone else. Riders often think being close gives them better control or vision. In truth, it robs them of the one thing that saves lives: reaction time. The safe following distance isn't 2 seconds. It's whatever lets you stop without panic. On highways, give yourself 5. In city traffic, stay offset from the car's rear wheels so you have a lane to escape. Every experienced rider has seen it. The rookie who rides inches from a bumper and vanishes in a split second when a truck stops unexpectedly. Ride with space. It's not fear, it's strategy. The space in front of you is the only real armor you have. 5. Neglecting bike maintenance. Your motorcycle talks to you. The problem is, most riders don't listen. That tiny squeak, that slight wobble, they're not background noise. They're warnings. Neglecting maintenance isn't laziness. It's gambling with your life. Worn tires, loose chains, and weak brakes turn simple rides into death traps. A $20 part can decide whether you make it home or not. The habit starts small. You skip one oil change. You delay new brake pads. You tell yourself next weekend. But neglect compounds faster than you think. Every responsible rider has a ritual. Check tire pressure, oil level, lights, and chain tension before every ride. It takes 5 minutes. Those 5 minutes can save you from a blown tire at 100 kilometers an hour. Your bike is your partner. Treat it like one. A machine only fails its rider when the rider fails it first, because the moment your bike stops responding, no amount of skill will save you. 6. Entering corners too fast. Corners separate riders who understand control from those who rely on luck. Every year, countless crashes happen not because of bad roads, but because someone entered a turn too hot. Speed feels thrilling right until you realize you can't hold the line. Your tires lose grip, your body freezes, and the bike stands up mid-corner, sending you wide into oncoming traffic or off the road. This habit often comes from misunderstanding momentum. You can always accelerate out of a turn, but you can't magically slow down inside it. Smart riders slow before the corner. Set their line and look through the turn. They trust their body positioning and throttle control, not panic. Practice the slow in, smooth out rule until it becomes instinct. Speed can wait. Corners can't forgive. Ask any veteran rider, no crash memory hurts more than realizing you had full control until your ego took over. 7. Riding without full gear just this once. It's hot. It's a short ride. You tell yourself, I'll skip the jacket, I'll be fine. That's how almost every gear-related accident begins. The road doesn't care about your comfort. One low-speed crash can shred skin to bone. Helmets, gloves, boots, and armored jackets don't just protect you. They buy you time. Riders develop the deadly habit of normalizing risk. They think it won't happen to me, especially on familiar routes. But most fatal crashes happen close to home. Every piece of gear you skip increases your odds of being a statistic. Mesh jackets for heat, rainproof shells for storms. There's no excuse not to protect yourself. The smartest riders wear full gear every time, no matter how short the ride. They know the worst injuries don't happen in big crashes, but in the small ones that catch you off guard. Dress for the slide, not the ride, because the asphalt never cares how far you are going. Number 8. Using the wrong lane position. The wrong lane position can turn you invisible, or worse, trap you. Lane positioning isn't about style, it's about survival. New riders often hug the center, thinking it's safest. But that's where oil drips, gravel collects, and visibility drops. Others stay too close to the shoulder, where cars merge without seeing them. The deadly habit is treating the lane as a single space, not 3 zones. You have left, center, and right positions, each with its own purpose. Experienced riders shift constantly depending on lighting, road curves, and traffic flow. At intersections, move to the left track to stay visible to turning cars. On highways, the right wheel track gives better vision and escape routes. Always stay where drivers can see you in their mirrors. Lane position is your language on the road. It tells drivers, I'm here, don't cut me off. Ignore it and you become a ghost. Stay visible, stay predictable, and treat every lane like a battlefield of angles. 9. Distracted riding, the modern killer. Phones, music, helmet cams. Today's riders are more distracted than ever. You're not fully in control if your mind's half in a playlist or you're vlogging every turn. The modern habit of multitasking on 2 wheels is a silent epidemic. Even a 2-second glance at your screen means 50 meters of blind riding at highway speeds. That's enough to miss a car merging, a pothole, or a deer crossing. Distraction also dulls your instincts. You lose awareness of subtle sounds, engine tone, tire noise, wind pressure, all the cues that tell you when something's off. Every skilled rider knows that motorcycling isn't passive. It's meditation at 100 kilometers an hour. Every second demands full presence. Before you hit the road, silence the distractions. Turn off notifications, keep the music low, and save the content for after the ride. Your bike doesn't forgive split attention. The road deserves every ounce of your focus, because it's always one step away from punishing mistakes. 10. Riding without a plan. The final deadly habit is thinking you can just wing it. No route, no prep, no awareness of fatigue or fuel range. Spontaneity might feel freeing, but it's also how riders end up lost, stranded, or worse. Riding without a plan leads to rush decisions. You take unfamiliar roads at night, misjudge fuel stops, or push your body past exhaustion. Fatigue lowers reaction time as much as alcohol, and you don't even notice it happening. Smart riders plan rides like missions. They check distances, rest stops, fuel stations, and weather windows. They tell someone their route and carry basic repair tools. A plan doesn't kill adventure, it keeps it alive. Because when things go wrong, and they sometimes will, you'll already know what to do. Every crash statistic has one thing in common: someone didn't plan for what could go wrong. So, next time you start your engine, don't just ask, "Where am I going?" Ask, "Am I ready to get there alive?" Motorcycling isn't just about freedom, it's about responsibility. Every habit you build can either protect or destroy you. The difference between a thrill and a tragedy is awareness. So, before your next ride, remember, you can't control the road, the weather, or the drivers, but you can control your habits. Ride smart, ride humble, ride ready. Because the only real cool in riding is coming home in one piece.